Kenneth Wampa. Um, I met Prite about 10 years ago, 2009, when we were still in college. And we met, so the way I met Prite is pretty interesting. We met at an after hour spot in Houston called Cloud Nine. I'm sure everyone knows Cloud Nine. Um, but back then, Cloud Nine was pretty like wild. And um, so the interesting memory about Prite was on the same day we met, uh, we had too much to drink and we got into a bar fight and it was just crazy. Like I pretty much forgot about a bunch of things, and next thing I see, me, Pretty, and a group of other friends, we are back home and we are praying to God, you know, thanking Him for how we escaped all the craziness, the fight, and thanking Him for a successful night out. So it was just crazy. It was just wild. And then I woke up the next morning. So, hey. So, interesting thing about Prite. So, I'll say Prite is a very caring person. Prite is a very lively person. He lights up the room. He always lifts your mood up. If you're down and you look at Prite is like a no worries kind of guy. You wouldn't even think he had a problem in the world. So, I look at him. When I'm kind of going through a rough patch or just a gloomy day or something. So he's very, very he's a solid guy to have around. Um, how did I meet Yvonne? Well, so funny thing. I mean, I was in I was back home in Nigeria doing like my youth service, and Pretty was telling me about this girl he met at a friend's wedding, and it was like like this girl, you just met her and all that stuff. I was like, okay, like he seemed pretty taken by it. I was like, Pretty doesn't really talk about a girl like in that way. So I was like, okay, this guy is like, and there's this kind of, thing about meeting a girl at another person's wedding. It's just like, I guess it was all meant to be. So yeah, I've known Yvonne now for, years, and she's very, I'll say Pretty is lucky, to have her. She's very solid. She stands like she's been with Pretty like through some, good times and bad times. And I would say Pretty is definitely lucky to have her, and they both met for each other. So I definitely wish both of them, blissful, fruitful, marriage, life, happily ever after. And I am so glad to be part of this moment.